Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you worked, people still judged you for something beyond your control? Maybe it was your background, your gender, your financial situation, something that made others look down on you before they even knew your worth. Hermione Granger knows exactly what that feels like. Welcome back to the SheBoss Chronicles. Today, we're diving into another exciting chapter of our beloved series, Lessons from SheBoss Icons, where we unpack the stories and qualities of some of our favorite trailblazing SheBosses. These are women who command attention, break barriers, and embody what it truly means to be a SheBoss. By uncovering what makes them so magnetic, we can take notes, embrace their values, and incorporate these winning traits into our own journeys toward boss-level greatness. In today's episode, we'll be learning from one of the most iconic leaders in her world, Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger is one of the most iconic characters in the Harry Potter series. She's brilliant, brave, and fiercely loyal. From the moment she stepped into Hogwarts, she proved that hard work and intelligence could rival even the most powerful magical bloodlines. But like all SheBosses, her journey wasn't easy. Throughout the series, Hermione faced constant prejudice for being a Muggle-born. Wizards like Draco Malfoy openly mocked her, calling her a Mudblood and treating her as inferior.
You filthy little mudblood.
Even within her own friend group, she was sometimes dismissed for being too serious or too bookish. Yet, despite all of this, Hermione never backed down. She embraced her intelligence, used it as her greatest weapon, and ultimately became the backbone of the Golden Trio, helping Harry and Ron navigate every challenge, from surviving deadly encounters to strategizing against Voldemort. Today, we're diving into Hermione's journey and uncovering the SheBoss lessons that can help you rise above doubt, discrimination, and self-limiting beliefs. Lesson: turning negativity into strength. Hermione was called a Mudblood, a derogatory term meant to make her feel small.
It means dirty blood. Mudblood's a really foul name for someone who is Muggle-born, someone with non-magic parents, someone like me.
But rather than absorbing their negativity, she leaned into her strengths, her intelligence, her determination, and her ability to outthink everyone around her. And that's how she became the backbone behind the defeat of Voldemort. Because without Hermione, Harry wouldn't last a day, prophecy or not.
Come with me. I'll leave Hermione. You're mad. We wouldn't last 2 days without her.
After all, she was the one who figured out the Basilisk secret in Chamber of Secrets, brewed Polyjuice Potion in Goblet of Fire, and planned their entire survival strategy in Deathly Hallows. Heck, she even figured out the secret to the Gryffindor sword and how to use it to destroy the Horcruxes, something even Dumbledore couldn't. Hermione didn't let insults define her. She proved that magical ability wasn't about blood. It was about skill, determination, and heart. We all face negativity, whether it's doubt from others, discrimination, or self-limiting beliefs. But here's the truth: you have the power to turn it into fuel. 1. Reframe the narrative. Negative labels can be some of the most painful things to endure. They seep into our minds, influencing the way we see ourselves, making us second-guess our worth. But here's the truth: a label only holds power if you accept it. After all, Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Think of the time someone doubted you. Maybe they said you weren't smart enough, experienced enough, or the right fit. If you believe those words, they become barriers in your mind, preventing you from moving forward. But what if instead you use them to fuel your drive? Hermione didn't waste time arguing with Malfoy. She reframed her narrative.
More to the point, they've yet to think of a spell that our Hermione can't do.
Rather, she let her actions speak louder than words. She outperformed everyone, proving that labels meant nothing. She didn't ask for permission to succeed. She demanded her place through excellence. Your mindset shapes your reality, and perception is powerful. The way you react to negativity determines whether it makes or breaks you. Every insult, every rejection, every doubt thrown your way can be turned into ammunition if you make the choice to reframe the narrative. 2. Lean into your strengths. The biggest mistake people make when faced with negativity: trying to shrink themselves to fit in. They tone down their intelligence, suppress their ambition, or pretend to be someone they're not, just to avoid conflict. Hermione never did that. She was brilliant, bold, and unapologetic about it. She didn't try to conform to the expectations of others. She used her strengths to dominate her space. No matter who you are, you have a unique set of skills, whether it's intelligence, creativity, resilience, or leadership. But the world won't recognize them unless unless you own them. If you're constantly hiding or minimizing your strengths, you're robbing yourself of opportunities that could elevate you. Society rewards competence, expertise, and confidence. The more you step into your skills, the more you create a space where you cannot be ignored. I remember a time when I felt overlooked. Like, no matter how much effort I put in, people still saw me as less than. It was in high school when I applied for a leadership role in my student organization. I had the skills, the experience, and the drive, but I wasn't the popular choice. The most embarrassing part? I was booed when called upon as one of the last 2 runner-ups. It was so humiliating that I felt like the whole world was crumbling. Needless to say, I lost the election. My opponent was someone who fit the mold better, someone more outgoing, more socially connected. At first, I was crushed. I wondered if I should change, be louder, more extroverted, less serious. And for a time I did. I started dressing more extravagantly and attending every party, even the stupid ones that still make me cringe. But after a while, I stopped. Because that's just not me. It was exhausting. I started slacking in my grades, and my parents were even called to ask if something had happened at home. After a heart-to-heart with my dad, I realized the problem wasn't me. It was my perception and acceptance of what everyone said I should be. But all that really mattered was defining who I am and who I want to be, and proving my worth through action. So I focused on building my skills, taking on projects that showcased my abilities, and proving that leadership wasn't about popularity. It was about results. And guess what? The same people who overlooked me later came back, asking for my help, especially when exams started looming. 3. Build a support system. One of Hermione's greatest strengths was her ability to find allies. Harry and Ron may not have always understood her, but they valued her. And when times got tough, they stood by her side. The truth is, no one succeeds alone. The most powerful people in any industry, movement, or life path all had mentors, supporters, and allies who helped lift them up. When negativity surrounds you, having people who see your value is crucial. Whether it's friends, mentors, or online communities, find people who reinforce your growth rather than diminish it. Hermione's story taught me that your value isn't determined by others. It's determined by you. Remember, Hermione Granger wasn't born into privilege. She wasn't handed power. She earned it, and you can do the same. Whatever obstacles you're facing, whether it's doubt, discrimination, or self-limiting beliefs, remember this. You have the power to rise above. You have the ability to rewrite your story. And just like Hermione, you can turn your challenges into your greatest strengths. If Hermione's story inspired you as much as it inspires me, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment about the SheBoss you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay bold, stay brilliant, and as always, stay boss.